This is the Kindy Rockstars Podcast, Season 4. Bringing you incredibly talented singers, artists, creators, and producers in the genre of children's music. I'm your host, Patrick Adams. Each episode will feature songs, albums, videos, or live performances, along with great stories from the artists themselves. Kindy Rockstars Season 4 is proud to be supported and sponsored by Waltmania Public Relations, serving the family entertainment community for more than 20 years. And now, on with the show. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Kindy Rockstars. With me today is Dustin Sacks, the creative force behind Koobee. Welcome to the show, Dustin.
Thanks for having me, Patrick. Big fan of your work.
Thank you. All right. Well, excited to get to know you. You're a first-time guest on the show, so I'm anxious to hear your story. So tell us a little bit about Koobee, what Koobee is, and how you got into making music for kids.
Well, how I got into making music for kids is a long and rambling story. And I grew up in a relatively musical household. My mom had a piano in the house. And at some point as a boy, she forced me to take piano lessons. And I wanted to quit as soon as I could and fought with her about that. And it took me about 10 years after that to really appreciate her for putting me in piano lessons all those years ago and given me a basis in music and music theory. And I did end up playing music throughout my life in a lot of different ways, band in high school, and took some breaks here and there. Eventually in my 20s, I picked up the guitar and started learning that instrument. I had actually played drums. We had a drum kit in the basement when I was growing up, and I had done some percussion, marimba, and other instruments. So I started playing music as a young man and playing guitar, and then got a indie rock band together eventually. We were called the Dino Cats, and it was pretty silly at times. We liked to wear cat ears and dinosaur outfits. I'm thinking about bringing back the Dino Cats name, actually.
That's a great name.
Because it was so fun. And we were playing a couple shows, a couple little festivals, and then the world turned upside down in a couple different ways. One being I had a kid, and that is a big change, as you know, I'm sure, and a lot of the listeners probably understand. And then also there was this global pandemic that happened and turned off music in many forms across society. So I kind of took a couple years off to raise my son and figure out what being dad is all about. I kept making up little ditties, little songs to help with the parenting journey. So I think the first one was just when I'd hold my son in my arms and I was singing him the dad song that was like dad da 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 dad, as a kind of vibration of dad's got your back, little guy, you're safe, you got nothing to worry about. And that progressed into writing songs often inspired by my son or inspired by my experiences with him, and moving on from some of the subjects that I had been writing about before with the indie rock, more adult bass, and into more kid bass, and just finding a lot of enjoyment in singing silly things with my son, my family. And my background is actually in video game development in the video game company when I was younger, and that has paid my way for most of my life. So I have a background in digital media production, some publishing, some advertising. And I decided that it would be fun to bring that into all these kid songs that I was singing at home. And, you know, I think I've probably written 100 song seeds, I'll call them. And then some of them are just singing in the shower one day, and then they're totally forgotten about. And then some of them seem to stick and I'm singing them day after day, week after week. And I'm like, I should put a little bit of energy into turning that into a song that I can share with the world beyond just my family. Feeling like it's one of my ways of helping the world, helping the kids, and helping the world by bringing positive messages and silly messages to the world, and letting my creative spark have an outlet in doing that. So that is part of the rambling story of how I came into kids music. Does that answer the question?
It does. And, I love finding out people's inspirations. And I think about 90% of the time, kids in one way, shape, or form, either, you have your own or you are a teacher of a class of small children with a musical background. I would say that covers a good portion of it. Occasionally we'll get an interesting journey into it, but for the most part, it's you know kids are a constant source of inspiration. I think is their imaginations grow and they come up with stuff. You're going to have 1,000 song ideas just based on things they say or things they do, and it's yeah, lots of inspiration from the little ones.
Yeah, one of the beautiful things about being a parent is an invitation that I feel to be more childish in life. I like to say, if you're too serious, your kids are going to eat you alive.
Yeah.
So just enjoying getting down on their level and letting the imagination run wild and being silly, having fun with life.
And I have to say, Dino Cats is probably a really great kindie band name.
Right? I've been thinking that.
Get on that one.
Branding,
Trademark it.
trademark. I have the website already, but it's there's like an album of music out under Dino Cats that is not kindie music. Although some of it could be, but it wasn't written with that in mind.
Yeah, I was going to ask, do you still dabble in the indie rock, or are you all in now on the kindie music?
The pandemic put an end to that group of musicians that was playing with me in
Gotcha.
my indie rock band, and I only have enough energy for one musical project right now, so it's all in on the kindie. Although I have been really enjoying trying to write songs that speak to both kids and adults.
Yep.
There's so much there, and kids are basically adults in a raw, undefined, unsocialized form. But a lot of adults could use some more socialization too.
Yeah. You're like me. I tend to make music for little kids, bigger kids, and adults all in one song. I try to appeal to all three in my own way. Subject matter, hey, it's all about the kids. It's things they can relate to and things like that. But musically, the beat or the structure, the parents hopefully aren't going to get sick of it.
Yeah, that's the golden goose, right? A song that both kids and adults want to play on repeat.
Absolutely. All right. Well, have you put out an album yet or released some singles? I know we're going to talk about one today called Go Daddy Go, but how are you coming out with like releasing the
Yeah,
songs?
I've released a series of singles, and I think I've put out 8 singles under the Koobee Kids Kindy project. And I'm thinking about working on an album next year, maybe. But I also find the world is so moved towards singles as a mechanism that I'm kind of jumping on that. And it does make it easier to work on putting out one song at a time, I find, and just practicing the process of recording, mixing, releasing. It's a lot. And every time I do it, I get a little bit better. So it's kind of nice to be doing it as singles and
Yeah.
just getting a little bit better each time.
All right. Well, let's talk about Go Daddy Go. That's our featured song today. Tell us a little bit about this song. What inspired you to write it?
So this song has a very clear inspiration point, and it comes from riding a e-bike, an electric bike, with my son on the back, and a dad friend of mine on his e-bike with his 2 kids on the back of that one. And we both got e-bikes, and they're fantastic. Great way to get out into the world with your kids. You can pedal, you get some exercise, and it's got the motor, so the range can go far beyond a normal bicycle. And you're not cooped up in the car. It's really nice for the kids. And so me and this dad friend like to go on bike excursions with our kids. And I have a son, one of his kids is a son. So obviously they want us to race and go faster. So I have my son on the back and he's wanting me to go faster. And my friend's son is on the back of that one and he's wanting his dad to beat me and go faster. And the boys started this chant of go daddy go, go daddy go, go daddy go, go daddy go. And they would just repeat it for on and on and on and on endlessly. And it was pretty catchy. It was a good inspiration for me to pedal faster and play at the race of beating this other dad friend. Not a serious race because don't want anybody to get hurt, but having fun, passing each other. And then this chant of go daddy go, go daddy go. So I decided that I should put some melody to it and write a couple verses inspired by our excursions and package it up into a song. So that is how the Go Daddy Go song came about. And the cover art for it is a picture of my buddy and his two kids on the back of that e-bike.
All right. Well, we're going to play that song right now. Here it is. Go Daddy Go by Koobee.
Go Daddy Go, go Daddy Go, go Daddy Go, Daddy Go, Daddy Go. Go Daddy Go, go Daddy Go, go Daddy Go, Daddy Go, Daddy Go. Dad's got the power of 100 horses. We're biking out to the forest. Dad in the front, kids in the back, watching the world as we eat our snack pack from a backpack while Dad cracks some bad jokes. Go Daddy Go, go Daddy Go, go Daddy Go, Daddy Go, Daddy Go. Go Daddy Go, go Daddy Go, go Daddy Go, Daddy Go, Daddy Go. Dad's got the courage of a dinosaur. We're gonna play in the thunderstorm. We're getting dirty, we're having fun. We're gonna play till the day is done. And maybe into the nighttime too. Ow, ow, ow. Go Daddy Go, go Daddy Go, go Daddy Go, Daddy Go, Daddy Go. Go Daddy Go, go Daddy Go, go Daddy Go, Daddy Go, Daddy Go.
And that was Go Daddy Go. All right. Koobee, let everybody know, where can they stream, download, purchase that song, and how can they find and connect with you?
Yeah, well, Koobee Kids is all over the internet. So any platform that you like to use, search for Koobee Kids. That's Koobee, Koobee. And Spotify, Apple Music, any of the platforms, YouTube as well. I did a series of educational videos on YouTube as well, and hoping to do more of those as well. So I'd love you to find me on YouTube or Spotify or wherever you like to listen to music.
Well, Dustin, thank you so much for coming on the show and introducing us to Koobee. It was great meeting you and look forward to talking to you again soon.
Thanks, Patrick. All the best to you and all the families of the world. Fun,
Awesome.
fun, fun.
All right. Take care.